Morning Wilmington is sponsored by Newcastle County Government.
Morning Wilmington. You're watching DETV's Good Morning Wilmington. What's going on, Sasiana?
I'm doing wonderful.
Yes, you are. Still blinging as usual.
You know,
she walks in with her little sachet diamond.
She's like, hello, Jordan, how are you?
Greeting every time, you guys. This is what I deal with on the show. So Thanksgiving is over.
Thanksgiving is over.
And we are jumping into Christmas.
Yes.
How you feeling?
Finally.
I know you're excited.
I'm so excited. I'm like, finally, literally, I thought about it. I was like, Jordan can no longer complain.
I just put my tree up last weekend.
Why?
I just put it up last weekend.
That's okay. That's all right.
So,
I'm in full-blown Christmas swing.
Are you?
Yes, there's a theme this year.
Oh, okay.
It's gold and silver.
Gold
with a hint of royal blue.
With a hint of royal blue. Those aren't bad colors. I ain't even mad at
Thank
you.
you.
Those are some decent colors.
You.
It's almost like Good Morning Wilmington. I wonder where she got her idea from. No, I'm just teasing. So, Christmas is here.
Yes.
Now that Thanksgiving's over, did you enjoy or partake in Black Friday at all?
Well, Cyber Monday, a little bit of Black Friday.
Okay.
Actually, I mean, I may have shopped. Y'all. I did some shopping this past week. Well, past weekend. Yes. Because the thing is, I don't go for sales that are like, if the company normally does sales, I didn't go for it. Mm-hmm. But if this was a company that does not normally do sales, I had to partake. My favorite skincare company.
You went and bought some skincare stuff.
Okay. Yes. Me and my fiance talked about my skincare. Mm-hmm.
Y'all notice that? My fiance. Woman. I ain't mad at you. So did you buy him some stuff, or did you?
You know, what's mine is his.
Sir,
I think that's how it goes. What's mine is yours. What's yours is mine.
I'm praying for you, man. I'm praying for you. No, I did do some early shopping. My pockets is hurting. So, payroll looking kind of watching. Good Lord. No, because I'm hurting. I've been out buying for family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I didn't really participate in Black Friday, but I did go shopping last weekend at the same time. So. Yeah, a little bit.
I'm taking advantage of the sales, even if it wasn't for Black Friday. Like if I needed something, I'm taking advantage.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But then you got to be careful with shopping and where you're going shopping because did you hear?
I heard
about Concord Mall.
Good old Concord Mall.
I thought Concord Mall was supposed to be chill.
Literally, there was a shooting.
There was a shooting.
And
now,
this is Concord Mall.
Laugh about, but
this is Concord Mall.
Concord Mall.
Concord Mall is like where you kind of go when you don't want to be like overrun with the holiday shoppers, or if you just want Chick-fil-A.
Forgive me, but I didn't think anything was in the mall. So I'm like, what are y'all doing? But I'm just like, how is it? It's like, well. Be careful where you're shopping.
Yes.
Be mindful.
Yes.
I know when I go out, I watch all my exits. Like
you scope it out.
Oh, I am the worst to be with when I'm in a crowd.
Really?
Like my family hates it. They're like, Jordan, can you just relax?
Are you one of those people who like don't sit with your seat? Like
my back is up.
Never
I'm watching.
to the door.
I need to know because I don't play that stuff.
Yeah.
It's a whole different Jordan.
Yeah.
There's another personality.
This time of year though.
Yeah.
Yeah, this time of year you have to be so careful.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this time of year brings out a very special, special kind of crowd.
And then after a pandemic on top of that, it's like, come on now, you guys. Like, we're just getting out. Can we just
behave
and just enjoy each other?
Just behave.
So what else is going on?
With me? Well, I'm doing a little bit of planning for a special occasion.
I can't get enough of this. Y'all see this, right? No, but what else is going on in our wonderful state? Have you been paying attention to anything?
Oh, yes. First of all, let's talk about what's going on today. We've got some very special guests coming on.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
So I'm going to be sitting down today with the founder, also with the treasurer and the executive assistant of I Am Me Incorporated.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I cannot wait to see that.
Yes.
You got a nice little cute group.
Yeah.
So I can't wait. Let's go check that out.
Hi, Ivan Thomas, Executive Director of DETV, and we felt it our obligation and our duty to make sure that we tell you about scams that's going on in Delaware. Last week, we had two Delmarva imposters, that's right, imposters, coming to DETV to collect a balance that did not exist.
I'm with Delmarva Power. I'm here about an overdue electric bill. It's due to be shut off today.
So I was a little skeptical, and I didn't flow with what I should have done. But I want to spend my time right now to tell you what you can do. One, ask for identification. You can ask for the driver's license. You can ask for their badge. You can even look outside to see if they're driving a Delmarva vehicle. Look for Delmarva clothes as well. Two, if you feel a little shaky, make sure you call Delmarva right in front of them. And three, call the police. There's no harm in that, and see what happens. Also, take out your cell phone and take a quick picture. See how they react. All right, this is Ivan Thomas, and we want to make sure, and we will keep you informed of all the holiday scams and what's going on in Delaware. All right?
Let DART do the driving. DART First State provides transportation that is clean, safe, reliable, and affordable. Plan your trip and get real-time bus information with the free DART Transit app. Scan your phone to pay your fare with the free DART Pass app. So what are you waiting for? Try transit today. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
As soon as I got here, I just felt the warm embrace of the community, man. Like what y'all got going on is wonderful. And no wonder y'all called the work group, because y'all putting that work in. For real, seriously, y'all getting the work done.
We are committed to creating the best Riverside we can with the community, for the community.
Welcome back, Wilmington. I am so excited. Today I have joining me the founder, treasurer, and executive assistant of I Am Me Foundation, right?
Inc. I Am Me Inc.
I Am Me
Inc. Corporation. There you go.
Absolutely. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Wonderful.
Great.
Excellent.
Excited to be here.
Excellent. We're excited to have you.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about the incorporation.
Okay, so I Am Me Inc. is basically, it was created to uplift and unify the LGBT community, as well as arm our allies with information as to how to represent and support us. Because you can be an ally, but telling someone not to treat us a certain way without an explanation is not a great way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you would say it's definitely about education then?
Yes.
Absolutely. Definitely.
Absolutely. And how did it come to be? What was the need?
Well, I do similar to what you're doing right now. What we call it, a webcast? Yeah, like a webcast. It's not a podcast. It's a webcast called Peach Radio Show. And I've been doing it for, I don't know, what, 4 years?
It's been a long time about that, yep.
And
4 years.
While I was doing it, I received so many inboxes, people explaining their lifestyles, their issues, funny moments of people answering questions because it's LGBTQ based, and them not understanding the community. Would you believe that the people within it don't understand the community?
Really?
Right.
That's interesting. So that being said, how do you communicate that? How do you educate people in the community? Is that any different than how you educated people who are outside of the community?
No, it wouldn't be different. It's basically our approach with I Am Me Inc. is we already understand that each letter is different.
Yeah.
We have our own unique personality circumstances. So what we do is we get representatives from each. So if you're lesbian, bisexual, pansexual, whoever you are, trans, intersex, and we allow you to represent your identity and educate about it.
Okay, that's really interesting. So tell me a little bit about where is this going? What's your vision for? Oh, go ahead.
Oh my goodness, we have. It's just it's so much that we beginning with educating the community, like we said, and once we get that established, we want to develop sub chapters in either different counties, different states. That's going to be the ultimate goal, so that people have a safe haven place that they can go to when they're going through their transition for whatever stage that falls under the LGBTQ, whether it's dealing with hospitals, whether it's dealing with work. We want to educate, especially in the job force environment, because so much is changing. You can no longer, even at work, it's on both ends. I'm an ally, and I'm dealing with, I've come across situations where, unfortunately, I know people that have gotten fired because they ever have addressed people incorrectly. It's a two-way street of educating people. And the world is changing, so we gotta open up. And you gotta know better to do better. And that's what it boils down to.
Even as you speak, I can hear your heart for it as an ally. What message would you say to people who are mainly like in your shoes as allies? How would you encourage them?
Ask questions. Be open-minded. Please do not be judgmental. You never know, because some of the quietest people or some of the people that you would never think and you're speaking to them and you don't know who you're talking to. You really don't know who you're talking to. And you know what? You never know what nobody's really going through in their lifetime. So, just because we come from different cultures, different religions, all of that is a major factor that keep a lot of people hidden. You know what I'm saying? And when people feel that you're open to them and you don't have any judgment against them, they can be free to be themselves. And once you begin to educate people and make them feel comfortable, especially as an ally, we don't know a lot. I've learned so much within the organization. I've learned so much, and I've been able to take that out into the community, out into work. I can be anywhere, and I feel confident when I'm speaking to people. I'm welcoming them to our Sunday teas where they can become welcome. I welcome to the events that we have coming up. We just did our Thanksgiving, which was a fabulous event. Everything was wonderful. And we have our Christmas event that's coming up. So all of that aspects, we take the time out when we have these going on, and we discuss different things. We put different discussion and topics on the table, and we give them a platform to ask any questions, anything that you may be uncomfortable with. Just as a child, no question is a dumb question. Because what you don't know, the next person may not know.
But they're afraid to say something and ask the question.
Yeah.
So I love that she said no question is a dumb question. I always use that, and we keep saying we're educating, but we're not just educating, we're also being educated.
Yeah, I can hear it.
We're learning as well, because there's so many things that we don't know. As I'm also an ally as well. We have 3 allies on the board, so which is even the ones that are not allies, they still need that education. And we're also bringing me seminar, where it's an educational seminar that's coming up in June of next year.
Oh, I love that. Y'all are planning. Y'all not playing around.
It's here.
Yes, you have to be.
Yes.
Yes.
So this organization is definitely growing. I think I can't even fathom where it's gonna go right now, because I just see it going so far. I can't even imagine where, what I'm saying, we have so many. When I say that, I mean like
it's endless.
So much greatness is gonna come from this nonprofit organization, and I thank you again for bringing us on and letting us spread the word and letting people out there know that it's somewhere for you to go. It's somewhere for you to come and be safe and be who you are and come learn, because there's a lot of people, parents out there that may not understand their children if they're in the LGBT community. No, just come and we'll help you out. We'll help you get through it. It's a lot of people out there, a lot of naysayers and stuff like that, and they listen to that. You cannot go with what they say. You love your child or something who's in the community, be there for them and try to learn and understand what's going on with them, and don't shun them. So you can't do that, because there's a lot of suicide and stuff going on because kids are not understood, or not just kids, people in general are not understood. you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's excellent. I mean, I can so clearly, I can hear your passion for it.
Yes.
And you spoke to so many different things, and I definitely want to come back to them. I want to hear more about the events.
Absolutely.
But you were saying that you're like, I know, I want to hear.
I know. Oh, I know.
She sees it. I can see it, but it's...
I'm the visionary, I guess. Well,
Yes.
I'm called the visionary.
Yes.
So the immediate goal, you wanted to know what were we planning for the future. The first step would be a community center. That would be the ultimate safe space, because with a community center, we can have so many different events.
Yeah.
Yep.
We can invite other people to have things. We can have it's just so much you can do there.
Yeah. A brick and mortar safe space.
Yes,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
brick and mortar, our very own.
Yeah.
So that's the immediate goal, and then we do have other goals such as the transitional house
That's
for
right.
trans men and women that's going through the process. I don't know if you know, but some people get disowned or lose their housing and things of that nature because a lot of people don't understand that identity. That's not even the orientation.
Yeah.
You know, that identity alone is a lot. So we wanted to have a transitional space.
Wow.
I see it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
That's okay.
more
It's-
coming.
Yeah, exactly. So
Shelter.
much more than what
Yes.
you could
But
understand.
first, the community center.
Absolutely.
Right,
So tell me, how can someone become a member?
That's easy.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Just
easy.
go to the website
Yeah.
and fill out the form. On the website, you could go to www.imecorp.org and just click the become a member. But we would suggest you come to one of our Sunday teas
All
first,
right.
so you could
right.
get to know us a
Yes.
little bit and just meet us and mingle and just have some fun. And then you decide on what
get
you
a
want to
feel.
do. Just get a feel of us.
I like
so
that.
that's the Sunday tea. We do it monthly.
Okay.
Every one Sunday a month. So yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about the Sunday tea and some other events that you do.
Oh, now the Sunday tea, it's a great opportunity because we get to learn what the community needs as a whole. You know, we'll have a specific topic, we try to discuss things that's going on in the community, in the world. We discuss personal, give you a time to let it out.
Yeah.
What's
That's
going on?
important.
That's another a show that we actually have going on the network as it is. You know, you can let it out, things that's going on, and people have come to feel they don't feel like they're lonely.
Yeah.
They don't feel like they're lonely. Especially, I work in the healthcare field in the hospital, been for years, and just with the whole transition, and I've dealt with people that went through the transition of surgeries and had no place to go afterwards.
Wow.
I mean, literally to the point that we put someone in a hotel after they had surgery. Because they had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And that just makes you think, okay, no family, no nothing, no one to talk to. And that's what we want to become. We want to be those people when you're going through this and you feeling like you're alone or you don't have a family support system. We're there. We want to be that phone call away. And it will be one of us that show up there to be by your side every step of the way.
Just to add on about Sunday tea, when you come, everyone is welcome. You have to register.
Okay.
So go on the website and register because it is the ultimate safe space.
Excellent.
When you come, you can expect, like one of the board members say, a hot plate. And
That's right. Yes.
May not be a real hug, but it feels like you've been hugged in the room. Yeah, it's one of the COVID. hugs. So, and you learn.
Yes.
You learn. I like, the best part about the Sunday tea, I like when, you know, the allies come, the potential, the future ones, and just the look on their faces, just to know what's going on, things that they didn't even realize that the LGBTQ community experienced. It's like a
eye opener.
Oh my God, I didn't know. What can I do? You know, one of those moments.
They be so intrigued. Like they be like, "What? This is happening?" Like they be like, they wouldn't even expect for all these things that's happening in the LGBT community to be happening.
If you haven't been exposed to certain things in your lifetime and certain cultures in your lifetime, what you see on the news or what you see on TV, you really don't think it exists until you really become face to face with someone and you're like, oh my goodness. And then the questions start coming out. And you see the need for support. You see the need for understanding. You see the need for education. So that's what
it's about. Seeing the need, addressing the need.
Exactly.
Excellent.
Exactly.
Ladies, again, thank you so much for coming here, for educating me. I feel I already feel like I'm learning a lot, even some of the things that you spoke to. Definitely go ahead and tell us again, how can we get involved and where can we keep in contact with the organization?
Well, you could go to our website. It's www.imecorp.org and just check us out. You want to come to Sunday Tea, you could fill out a application, but you have to be basically voted in to come. So just fill out an application, leave a little video, and let us know who you are. And then we will definitely get back to you. If you have any questions, you could email us at info@imecorp.org, and somebody will definitely get back to you.
Excellent. Thank you again.
Thank
you.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. Here's Ty with Street Break.
Washington, Adams? No, Jefferson?
Yes.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
Can you name the 4 people on Mount Rushmore, the 4 presidents on Mount Rushmore?
Abraham Lincoln.
Yes, sir.
George Washington.
Yes, sir.
And Kennedy.
No. Close.
George Washington.
Bam.
I'm gonna say Abe Lincoln's probably up there.
Yep.
There's probably 2 other ones up there.
It's 2 other ones.
Yeah, I don't know them off the top of my head.
Roosevelt. Washington.
Yes.
No, I don't know the other 2.
One starts with an L.
Lincoln.
And who we leaving out? One starts with a J.
Jackson.
Jefferson, Lincoln, Washington, and Roosevelt.
Bob. Noah.
Yeah.
Well, I think so. Teddy Roosevelt, Abe Lincoln, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson.
Come on, baby. We batting 1,000.
All right.
All right.
Think of all like the original, think of just picture Mount Rushmore. See those 4 giant stone faces on it.
I know one of them has got to be Monroe. Or
think of all like the close, not quite. Just picture Mount Rushmore. See those 4 giant stone faces on it.
Johnson.
One starts with a J.
J?
Yeah.
Jefferson's up there?
Yes.
Jefferson's up there.
Let me see. All right, I'll give you one. Let's go with the first one. Washington. He's one.
Jefferson.
Oh, okay. And
Jefferson.
Bam. Then the other one start with an R.
Roosevelt.
My man. Okay. All right, I'll give you another one.
Yeah.
Lincoln.
Rose. Ah, dang it.
Roosevelt. There we go. And Roosevelt. And Jefferson.
Abraham Lincoln.
Bam.
George Washington.
Yes, sir.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Yes, sir.
Got me on that last one.
Oh, Trump ain't one of them. How about that?
Okay, that's cool.
Who got the best wings around here? You know?
I'm not a huge wings fan.
Not a huge wings fan?
Yeah, no.
No?
I usually eat it at Buffalo Wild Wings. So.
Buffalo Wild. Okay, I got you.
Not
that's,
the best.
That's not. But listen, it's not a bad choice either.
Yeah, just 75% of the time I'm fine. 25% food poisoning. It's all right.
Yeah.
It depends how you feeling, because some people would say we're down here Omega, but you gotta be in the mood for Omega. Like their wing not always like that every day. But then some people also say like the meals up there. Sometimes the meals be too spicy when you add extra mild. Sometimes they put too little hot sauce. Sometimes they don't put enough hot sauce and extra spicy. So it depends on like what day it is. Because sometimes they make it the right way, and sometimes they don't make it the right way.
Okay. Now
It's like Pete's.
Yeah. Market Street.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got
Well,
some
we still
good
on
ass
Market. All right.
I don't eat meat, but if I were a betting woman, I think Bardea has some that are really good.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Good choice. That might work.
Best wings?
Yeah, best wings.
I would have to go with the Chinese store.
Okay, the Chinese store. I got you. I'm cool with that. Chinese and wings, bam, they front bam and things. So whatever. You're making me hungry, brother. All right. Yeah.
Best wings, the best chicken wings you're gonna get on this street?
Yeah.
Oh, Soul Food Restaurant.
Right there?
Right there.
Tasties?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good math.
Gosh, I don't know if I can really answer, but I'll say Kavanaugh's just because it's right there,
Right
and
there.
I have been there, but I don't think I have the
Good
wings.
choice. That's thinking on your feet. You know what I mean?
But
Kavanaugh's.
wings to go.
Wings to go? Okay.
Down the road and
Kavanaugh's might see this and you might get a plate of free wings, man.
All right.
This message is brought to you by Newcastle County Government.
The speed at which the vaccine has come about has given a few folks pause. But when you're losing 500,000 lives in a span of 6 to 8 months, you must respond quickly. The good news is the technology, the messenger RNA vaccination, is 30 years old. It's been in the lab waiting for the opportunity to take place. Now, most vaccines have taken years to perfect, but you weren't in the kind of crisis that we're in right now. I mean, this is the largest pandemic in 100 years. So you've got to respond quickly because it's responding quickly. And that's the misperception. It's old technology applied in a very new way for something that was deadly and continues to be.
All right, now that was awesome.
Yeah.
You had some awesome women sitting with you.
Absolutely.
That was a powerhouse interview right there.
I appreciate it. I think for me it was the love that I could hear coming through.
Yeah.
Like that was the message. That was the goal. And even afterwards when we were talking, she was just like, well, could you tell like that we cared? Did we seem approachable? Did we seem safe? And those are good things to make sure like, was I safe? Was I true to myself?
You know what? I'm very big on that.
Yeah.
Asking those kind of questions. Because if you don't ask, how would you know?
Absolutely.
If you don't ask, and sometimes those uncomfortable questions, we need to have those
Definitely.
more. So,
for sure.
I'd speak to it. And then there's a tea coming up?
Yes, there is a Sunday tea. They have Sunday tea. And it's, I think,
scones and crumpets. I'm just teasing. I'm teasing, but it sounds nice.
Yes, even.
Okay.
I think it's interesting.
Are you gonna go
to Sunday tea?
Yeah.
Well, I go to church on
Sunday. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So you are preoccupied.
Mhm.
Now.
I like to eat on Sundays. Sundays is a dinner,
Say, don't tell. Let me find out you one of them people go to church and everybody wound up. We gotta go to Popeyes.
We got to have some chicken.
Chicken and biscuits, chicken and waffles. Good Lord. So our producer gave us, we're about to do this trivia.
Yes.
All right. So
Yes.
we're not allowed to look at these questions.
Even before we do this trivia, I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Who are the 4 people on Mount Rushmore?
Yo, Ty, you are funny as heck, bro. Street Brick, he be asking some intense questions. He really, in that moment, you got to know. Okay, who are the 4 presidents? It's Ted Roosevelt, Jefferson, Washington, and who else is it? Jesus, I'm having a moment. I know the faces are like 60 feet tall. They're carved out. Oh, God, I studied this stuff, and you would think I remember.
I mean,
Jefferson, Washington, Roosevelt, and Lincoln.
And Lincoln.
Lincoln. Yep, I almost had a whole moment.
Good for you.
Listen, I tried.
Because as soon as I thought about it, I was like,
Would you know that?
I don't know none of them. I don't know them.
A mess. All right, so let's do this. Let's see. Ready? Let's
I'm
see what's the
ready.
question. All right.
We can't. Okay, that's how we're going to do it?
Yeah, I'm going to start at the top.
Okay, go ahead.
8 Crazy Nights stars which Jewish comedian?
Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler.
Is it right?
It is Adam Sandler.
I would like to thank.
All right, you give me yours.
How much money does the average American spend on Christmas gifts per person?
Per person. On average?
On average.
I mean, is this like statistic questions?
I mean.
I would say probably about $60. No?
No. $1,000.
I need to ask for my gifts to up it.
I want to know.
Family. Y'all need to up these gifts.
Who is buying $1,000 per person? Do you know what I can do with $1,000?
Same. What they buying? Red bottoms? Like, I don't even think red bottoms cost $1,000. It's probably more than that.
Listen, $1,000. Okay, I'm coming to your house for Christmas.
All right. My question. What made Frosty the Snowman come to life? I meant you had to sing.
What, was it the carrot on the nose or love? It's always love. Something one day. Frosty the Snowman.
She is sitting here singing
Was
the
it
song. I'm dead.
Because it came to life one day. Darn it, what's in between that? Oh my gosh.
Object.
So it's not the nose?
Nope.
Is it a piece of clothing, like the scarf?
All I'm saying, it's an object.
It's not the hat?
It's the hat. It's the hat. Good job. All right, what's yours?
Okay, let's see. This is, what do people traditionally put on top of the Christmas tree?
Oh, wow. Depends on the family, the religion, the culture. You see how to break that all down? The culture, the family, the religion. I mean, it just there's so many layers to this, ladies and gentlemen. I would, of course, the obvious first would be the star.
I was thinking the star.
But then I would say an angel.
An angel.
Is it an angel?
It's an angel.
Ah, there you go.
So this was like, is it Family Feud? That it's like the, you know what I mean? It would be angel, and then
the general population?
Star would be acceptable as well because I have a star on top of mine.
Okay, nice. What department store was featured in the movie Miracle on 34th Street? Oh, I don't even need to see the answer to that one.
I was thinking Macy's right away.
Yep.
Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
You're doing good. All right.
I like it. Okay, let's see.
These are all Christmas themes. Have you seen the
I like it. I love this.
I love it too.
Which TV network is known for holiday movies? I know this one.
TV network.
Especially Christmas movies. You know this.
I feel like I should because my grandmother watched that channel all the time. Remember the days when you're off of school and you sat at home and that one channel was always on?
Always on.
I want to say Lifetime.
No.
No? Not Lifetime?
Okay, I'll give you a hint on this one.
Okay.
Literally, we always make jokes that the premises of all of their movies are like the same. It's always the same kind of happy ending. You can have a blank Christmas. You know, like a card.
Oh, God. Hallmark?
Yes!
Okay. I mean, she said like she basically gave that one to me. I'll accept that. Like a card.
Like a card.
Hallmark?
Jordan.
I don't know. All right. Oh, this is going to be fun. How many days of Kwanzaa are there?
Ooh, Kwanzaa. I want to say 6 or 8. Kwanzaa.
You know, you get your family looking at you like.
I know, right?
You better get this.
Wait, okay, hold on. So, Kwanzaa. It's 7.
7.
7?
It's 7, yep.
It's 7?
You were counting the candles, weren't you?
Yeah.
What you were doing? She sat here and started counting the colors.
Do you understand how I'm like, okay, singing Frosty the Snowman, count the candles, whatever you do to get it done.
All right, what's yours?
Which day is more popular for holiday shopping?
Which day is more popular for holidays?
Now, I have 2 choices on here.
Okay. Is it a weekday that I'm supposed to be answering, or?
Black Friday or Cyber Monday. Which one?
Black Friday. No?
It's
not shopping. The way that mall was set up at Christiana and then all the shenanigans at Concord, you would think.
No, because you got to figure. Because Black Friday, people go there. So Black Friday is like, that's when you're full from turkey, you're done. People literally leave.
Walk that food off.
Yeah, but anybody can shop on Cyber Monday. What? I personally actually wait for Cyber Monday because I feel like the deals are better. I definitely do.
I guess for me, I can't do Cyber Monday because I want to touch and feel and
Yeah,
make sure the clothes fit. Like
I need to stretch it apart.
Yeah.
Feel it.
I want to make sure it ain't gonna burn me. Gotta rub it a little bit. Make sure that everything is copacetic. I gotta make sure.
I feel like Cyber Monday is actually kind of new, right? It's a new thing.
Is it a new thing? I don't know. All right, here's mine. True or false? Jingle Bells was written as a Christmas song. Another song she's got to sing for us.
It's like, hey, Jingle Bells. False? Only because I feel like you would, no. All fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Yeah.
True or false?
Supposedly
it was
Thanksgiving. And a sleigh.
In a sleigh.
And Thanksgiving.
And I'm jingling bells.
I don't know about all that.
Where you do that at? You put the bell around the turkey? Like, I'm trying to understand.
I love this question.
Okay.
I really love this question.
All right.
What is the highest grossing Christmas movie of all time? It's one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Christmas movie. Okay, because you and I talked about this a few shows back when it came to the number 1 played Christmas song.
Yes.
Mariah Carey. So, Christmas movie. Good Lord. I want to say Charlie Brown.
Oh, that would have been a really good one.
I want to say Charlie Brown.
Okay,
I feel like that's not it.
It's not.
Okay.
But I'm going to give you some kind of point. Maybe we can give you.
Give me a clue.
Okay. Oh, how do I give you a clue for this one? I'll say there's been several in the actual series.
It's a series?
Kind of.
What in the world is a series that's on? That's why I said Charlie Brown.
Well, it's not
Brown
a series, but there have been several, of this movie.
See.
I don't know what other.
What?
Come
Housewife.
on.
I don't know.
Come on.
Y'all know I'm like an old man. I don't know this stuff.
Okay, fine. I'll tell you.
What is it?
Home Alone.
Oh, I would have never guessed that.
Oh, really?
I would have never guessed that.
My next hints were Macaulay Culkin.
I would have never guessed that to be the signature Christmas. I wouldn't have.
I don't know why I'm slightly offended. I don't know why I'm taking this personally.
I went to Charlie Brown. So you see what I was doing on Christmas.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
I love Home Alone.
Yes, Home Alone was great. It was funny too because, funny story, I'll never forget when I was a kid, this is when my grandparents decided we're not going to leave Jordan home alone.
Oh.
We had this issue where literally, I don't know how, I think I was 13, a squirrel got in the house. So I freaked out.
What did you do, Jordan?
I started putting booby traps around the house.
Oh,
so I
no.
was putting a darn, what was it, a hammer at the top of the
for the squirrel.
For the squirrel. And then I was putting I took my grandmother's vase and I thought maybe if it rolled over it would hit its head down the steps. I was doing the most, and this is why you don't.
For a squirrel.
For a squirrel. Not for a burglar in Home Alone. I was doing it for a squirrel. This is bad. This is just typical Jordan shenanigans. So, my dear, I am getting ready to go sit down with Pastor Chandler and Sister Nelson from Scott AME Church. I'm looking forward to this.
Really?
I've heard a lot about the work that they do, but I can't wait to hear from them of the more stuff that they're doing currently, post this pandemic. So I'm looking forward to sitting down with them. So let's go check that out.
DETV? DETV is a group of us who are just doing what we love to do best, and that's bringing Delawareans the news that's been missing for far too long in TV news.
DETV to me is a bunch of hardworking professionals that come in and day out to provide the best content, the best programming that we can provide because we care about this state and the viewers and the residents, our neighbors, our communities, our families, our friends. And we want to just provide them with the best content possible, and we're so privileged to be able to do so.
I would describe DETV as a powder keg. Energy undefined.
Coming up this week on the Chef Dana Show, I've got Jay Qualls Haas in the building. Jay, what are we making?
We are going to make my mama's Southern chicken and dumplings.
Oh, snap.
And boy,
the real deal.
The real deal, from scratch.
Oh my gosh. Y'all are not gonna wanna miss it. Tune into the Chef Dana Show right here on DETV.
Government doesn't make a move without an agenda, some type of plan. The problem is we haven't been on the agenda. Sometimes we're overlooked. Sometimes our interests aren't the interests of those in power. I'm your host, Kerwin Gaines, on DETV's new show, The Agenda. We're going to do our best to ensure that you, Delawareans, are knowledgeable about what's going on in the Assembly. Federal government, local government, it doesn't matter. We're going to do our best to ensure that folks that make the agenda on a daily basis have to answer for it. Let them explain what they're doing. If it affects you, it's on the agenda.
Peter chapter 4, verse 9 says, use hospitality for one another without grudging. And we at DETV are definitely being hospitable by welcoming Pastor Chandler and Sister Nelson. How are you both?
Fine.
Thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
It's good to have you both.
Thank
now, Pastor, before I get to you, I was sitting backstage a little bit, just got to chat with Sister Nelson. And Sister Nelson, do you mind sharing with me, how long have you been going to your church?
All my life.
All your life?
All my life.
And that's 21 years, right?
You got to do a little better than that.
A little better than that?
Yeah.
What makes you be such a stewardship with your church? What drove you to go into your church and being there for so long?
I love my church.
Yeah?
I marched from 7th and Walnut, which was Grace Church, down to 7th and Spruce, which is Scott AME Zion Church.
Okay.
That's when we purchased it. I think I was like 5 or 6 years old when I came there. We marched down that street, and it was such a beautiful feeling. It was a good feeling. Everybody was just so happy.
Yeah.
And the people just enjoyed talking and singing and going on. I just loved it. Just loved it.
Sounds like you got a lot of history. Now, Pastor Chandler, how long have you been pastoring at your church?
My brother, I've been pastoring for about 4 years
Yeah?
at Scott AME Zion Church.
Wow.
And it's truly been a blessing.
What made you, how did you wind up at Scott's?
It's interesting, that you would ask that. I am a part of the African Methodist Episcopal Zion Church, and we are under the authority of the bishop.
Okay.
And so my bishop is the Right Reverend W. Darren Moore.
Okay.
And so as he sends out pastors, I got sent to Scott.
Gotcha.
And I've been so blessed to be a part of this wonderful ministry.
That's awesome. Now, you're originally from here, correct, or no?
No, I'm from Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo, New York.
Yeah.
Wow.
Home of the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Bills Mafia all day.
So how you liking Delaware?
I love Delaware.
Yeah?
I never thought about living in Delaware,
Okay.
but now that I'm here,
Yeah.
this is a great place.
So now that you're pastoring of a church and you're here from New York and you're presiding over your church here in Delaware, what are some things that you guys are doing within your church to benefit the community?
Wow, that's a great question, and I thank you so very much. We just had a Thanksgiving giveaway. We partnered with Councilwoman Michelle Harley and the Newcastle County Executive Matthew Mayer, and we were able to provide turkey baskets for the residents at Bethel Villa Apartments. And that's right around the block from Scott. And it was done with excellence. The people of Bethel Villa were very much appreciative, and we were happy to be of service. Not only have we partnered with Michelle Harley on that occasion, but we've also partnered with Congresswoman Lisa Blunt Rochester as we've done prayer walks around the neighborhood and encouraging people to live for the Lord and to also have a campaign of Stop the Violence.
You know, it's awesome because I can only imagine, I would love to hear from both of you, you know, we're slowly getting away from this pandemic. Of course, now we're dealing with this new variant and whatnot. I can only imagine, you know, how have you guys been able, you as your church, your membership, how have you been able to withstand yourselves as a unit during this pandemic? How have you been able to handle that?
Well, Sister Nelson can attest to the fact that we've had our services outside. And we've wanted to maintain our connection with the community. And so every Sunday we're out there and we're able to have our singing and preaching and Bible study all outside, out of the four walls and trying to engage the community. And again, with the turkey giveaway as well as the prayer walks, and we've also done some vaccinations in the community as well. That helps us to stay connected with our brothers and sisters.
It sounds like a pandemic did not stop you guys. What was one of the highlights that you took away from that turkey giveaway that you guys did?
Seeing the people being very thankful for what they received. There was one guy that came at the end, and he was so upset because we were finished. But I had my basket, and I gave him mine. He was so thankful. He was just, it made me feel like I had really done something. But I didn't need it. And I thought, we're here for a purpose. The purpose was to feed the community. So I just reached out to here. Even if I had to go and buy a turkey, it's so big. You're helping the community. So why would you hold on to something that you really didn't need? And I just passed it on.
Well, that speaks a lot about who you are, Sister
Thank
Nelson.
you.
So
Thank you.
I can't thank you enough for doing something like that because it's needed. You know, this pandemic was not something that anyone planned for. No one knew that it was coming. No one knows how to prepare for anything like that.
That's
so to
true.
have individuals like yourselves that are out here saying, listen, in the midst of a storm, we're still going to keep giving and continue to providing, that speaks a lot of volume to who you guys are as members of your church. Now, I know we just celebrated Thanksgiving, and we got Christmas coming up. So, is there anything coming up with what's going on at your church?
Yeah, we're going to have a Christmas cantata.
Okay.
You know, Scott has had some challenges with its building, and we are in the process of rebuilding, doing some renovations. Successfully, we've been able to complete 3 of our 4 roofs. And by doing so, we've done it with grassroots, raising funds to help us to realize the dream of a better Scott. And so the idea came from Sister Nelson. She said, you know, Pastor, we need to go ahead and have a Christmas cantata. And I said, all right, yeah, we do. She said, you know, we can bring the community together again, and they can help us to raise funds for this church that has been prominent for many years. You know, we're celebrating 146 years.
146 years.
146 years of existence. And you heard what Sister Nelson said. She said when she was 5 years old, she was a part of the group of believers that left Grace AME Zion Church and walked down to the new church, Scott AME Zion Church. And so it's a massive undertaking to try to renovate this property, but it's worth it because this church has a history of giving back to the community, having programs for those who are disenfranchised, have a soup kitchen. They had programs that was able to help young people get educated. I mean, there's so much that Scott was able to do. And from Scott, so many ministers were birthed. Ministers such as Wayne Carter, who is the director of the Gospel Music Workshop of America, the Delaware chapter. Bishop John Jervey, who's now pastoring. The Reverend Michael King, who's now ministering in Philadelphia. And I can go on and on. This church has been so impactful to the community. So what we're attempting to do is bring it back. And we need everyone's help. And I pray that everyone who's watching today will think about, pray on whether or not they can give to this very important initiative as we're trying to do all that we can to make Scott better than what it used to be.
Well, I can't thank you both enough for what you do. Sister Nelson, is there anything that Pastor Chandler had missed?
Yes. The Christmas cantata will be held at St. Paul's Church at 34th and Market on Friday, December 10th at 7:30 p.m. It's a free will offering. There's no charge for you to enter the building. And the only thing we do ask you to do, if you're not vaccinated, to wear a mask. It's going to be a beautiful program. And it's a lot of singing, no preaching, just singing, and we have a gospel comedian there. We're just going to try to praise the Lord, and we're asking for just a donation.
Well, I can't thank you both enough, for all that you're doing. Sister Nelson, was great getting to know you, and Pastor Chandler, thank you for your service. We need more individuals like yourselves in this community because it's going to take a village to really get us back to where we were pre this pandemic.
Yes.
So keep up the great work, and if there's anything else that we can do, we'll make sure that the community gets your information so they're showing up to help you right along.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Thank you so much.
All right,
I
so
appreciate this
guys.
opportunity.
Oh, listen, thank you. I appreciate it. We'll be right back.
Let DART do the driving. DART First State provides transportation that is clean, safe, reliable, and affordable. Plan your trip and get real-time bus information with the free DART Transit app. Scan your phone to pay your fare with the free DART Pass app. So what are you waiting for? Try transit today. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
Auto accident, medical negligence, work injury. Contact Team Tice, your Delaware personal injury lawyers. Leroy Tice in Wilmington, Delaware, serving and supporting the people of Delaware. Call 302-489-2400. That's 302-489-2400. Online at teamtice.com.
This message is brought to you by Newcastle County Government.
Hi, I'm Dr. Neil Hochstein at ENT and Allergy of Delaware. We're very fortunate to have been protected by the vaccine for COVID-19, but I still encourage you, when you're indoors, when you're around groups of people, wear your mask. New variants have resulted in breakthrough infections, and while you may be protected and you may not get sick, you can still pass it on to your friends and neighbors who are a little bit more vulnerable than you. Stay safe, wear a mask when indoors and around people. Thank you.
Many wonder, what is a variant? A variant is a mutation or a change in the genetic sequence of the virus. Some of our methods of treating COVID-19 become ineffective. If we were to simply get vaccinated, we could decrease the spread and the likelihood that a mutation would form in the first place. Let's get vaccinated.
welcome back. That was an excellent interview.
Thank you. I'm excited for the church and
Yeah.
all that they're doing.
Yeah.
Sister Nelson was sharing with me before we got on set, how long she's been involved with that church.
Wow.
And the church is celebrating its 146th anniversary.
That is amazing.
She was sharing, as you heard, she shared when she was like 5 years old. She was part of that crew that marched from one church to go to Scott Sammy Church, and I'm just like, lady, you got some history. She's been in the trenches.
She said, all my life.
Yeah, that's
all
what
my
she
life.
said. She's like, let me tell you something, young man.
Yes.
I was like, all right, I'm here to listen. No, but I applaud all their efforts and how they're clearly a very progressive church because they are helping the needy with feeding. They're working with our congresswoman doing prayers around the town. So big shout out to you, Pastor Chandler and Sister Nelson, and all the members of your church and all that you're doing. COVID. Get tested.
Definitely. Get the boosters.
Tested.
Absolutely.
Get tested and get your vaccine. If you're still unsure about getting vaccinated, do your research.
Yeah, definitely.
This is
new strand.
I know. And
Omicron.
Omicron.
It sounds like a transformer.
It does.
Doesn't it?
Like when they came out with it, should have said it with like a bass.
Omicron.
Like, you should wake up and just like I'm like, who? And then you see this. Let me tell you something about yourselves.
I love it because I
Twitter.
know what you're about to say. Yes, I love Black Twitter.
I was wondering why.
Morian was trending.
All I'm seeing is touch. I'm like, what? I'm like, that's all I'm seeing is like he just coming out and break dancing. I'm like, why am
What
I
is
watching
happening?
Omarion?
What year is this?
This has nothing to do with a variant. He is not a variant. It's not even a variable. Like, get him out of here. Like,
who comes up with naming these things?
Speaking of naming these things, I like to know, how do we come up with the names for these variants?
Well, actually, one of the random facts that I know is actually there's no organized system for naming viruses.
Wow.
They were actually talking about creating a standardized system for naming viruses. It's something that they were looking to do, I believe, this October.
Really?
Yeah, it's like people are on two sides of this thing. There's people who are like, yes, we need this, obviously, as things emerge. And then there's people who are like, we're in the middle of this. This is not really the time and place to do this. But what do you think about it?
I'd be curious to hear your guys' thoughts because these names, I'm like, oof, God bless you. But again, for all of those that are still unsure, please get tested and or wear your mask.
Yes. Wash your hands.
Wash your hands or get vaccinated. It's
Yes.
that simple, you guys. You're protecting yourself and you're protecting others. Like
Definitely.
It's definitely needed. And I think even it's going to be interesting to see how these boosters come about. I think those that got the
the J&J.
the Johnson & Johnson have to get Moderna
for the
right?
booster.
That's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
I don't know. I'm still. I got to call Dr. Coker because I'm still a little.
About the booster?
Not the booster, but I'm curious about the whole getting the flu and the booster at the same time. So I'm doing my due diligence, even though I'm a little. I don't know. I'm doing my due diligence to ask. I'm gonna reach out to Dr. Coker and ask her about that because I want to know, like, should I see any side effects or anything? Because I didn't feel any side effects when I did get Pfizer. I was a little groggy.
Yeah.
But that only lasts about an hour. So.
I mean, I've been thinking about it. It's something I'm considering, definitely more so from the travel aspect of things, wanting to go on a honeymoon and stuff. I wanted to make sure. I have no shame.
I'm not mad at you, but I'm just like, bruh, the lights couldn't be any brighter. It's always right there in your face. Oh my God. Well, listen, I always enjoy having a wonderful Monday morning.
It's always the best way to start the week.
I love it being here on Monday morning. So big shout out to Ivan Thomas and the crew at DETV. Happy Monday.
Good Morning Wilmington is sponsored by Newcastle County Government.